band ever do anything else?
Who cares? They did this.
The Alabama 3, they're British. Not even from Alabama. They're from Brixton. And an amazing deal that they signed, too. You know, back in the day, you were like, yeah, you want to use our song? You got to pay up, boy. They got $500 to use their song for The Sopranos, the band Alabama 3. But with royalties and everything, they ended up making about $500,000. But you can never go wrong, by the way, just clicking around, dialing into a random Sopranos episode.
Such a fun show.
And I couldn't help but think about them when I was reading about a woman who was suing an Italian restaurant chain. I don't think that there's one here, but there's a chain called Italy. You ever been to an Italy?
I've heard of it.
There's one in, well, they're all over. I mean, most recently I was at one in Vegas, but they have them all over the place. And it's kind of a combination like Italian store, like food store.
Okay.
And restaurant. And so you can get, they're all over the place. They're in L.A. and Boston and Toronto and Chicago and whatever. Anyway. The one in Boston, a woman slipped on some prosciutto and fell, and she's suing the chain. If only she had fallen in the gabagoo. She slipped on some prosciutto.
The prosciutto.
Yeah, the prosciutto was on the floor. She says that she has lost her enjoyment of life. After slipping, oddly enough...
Prosciutto is the one thing that gives me enjoyment in this life.
Right. Prosciutto is Italian for enjoyment of life. After slipping on a stray slice of prosciutto, she's suing Italy, Boston. Alice Cohen went in just to buy some stuff. Walked over, and this is where getting greedy gets you.
Woke up this morning, slipped on some prosciutto.
Fell into some ham. She walked over to the free samples. Everybody likes free samples.
Nothing in life is free. Nothing.
Everybody likes the free samples.
And then you slip and you don't enjoy life anymore.
I can see free samples if you're walking by and you can kind of, gingerly do it. It's the people waiting in line for a free sample I don't get. A little Dixie cup full of nuts at the Costco, and they're lining up. Like, what?
You earned
Just
it.
go buy the barrel of nuts.
You
You don't want a barrel of nuts. You want a little snack. God.
It's not that hard to understand.
Dumb.
It is hard to understand.
It's not.
It's people that are like, no, we don't need to get lunch. We'll just go down the aisles at
That's
Costco.
what Fridays
and
at Costco are for. You shop and you save yourself money because you don't have to get a meal that day.
Fridays?
Isn't it usually Fridays that they
Is
do
it? You know the free sample schedule at Costco?
That's what I remember when I would go.
I don't think I've ever been there on a weekday.
I haven't been to Costco in years, and I think that was more of a Sam's Club. But I feel like Friday's generally the free sample day at most grocery stores and Costco's and things like that.
This woman went over to the free samples, slipped, and fell on a piece of prosciutto that someone had dropped, and she fractured her ankle.
Oof.
So she's suing Italy, saying that they failed their customers by failing to ensure that the floor was free of ham. It's wafer thin. Surely you can eat just one more wafer thin slice of dry cured ham. So, yeah, she's suing negligence, as well as loss of enjoyment of life and experiencing great pain and suffering.
This makes me want prosciutto, though. I'm not discouraged at all.
I like all the...
I'll slip on a cured meat and sue Costco.
But I like all of the lawyer speak because it's a way in which us civilians would never talk. So when she files the lawsuit, she has also named her husband as a plaintiff because he has, quote, suffered from the loss of consortium for his wife, which means she doesn't want to get it on with me anymore.
Yeah.
That floor ham turned my wife into a bitch. So she's suing for medical expenses, including physical therapy. They're looking for a jury trial. And I got to say, they're not asking for much money. They're asking for $50,000. So I think that's the trick. When you sue, and I'm not saying it's frivolous, she fractured her ankle, but also look down, people, when you're walking. Look down.
I'm always surprised at how many people don't pay attention to where they're stepping.
They have no idea what's going on.
Well, you're looking at the ham. You're going eyes forward. Why would you look at the ground?
But it's not like a movie where you're walking along and all of a sudden something shows up on the ground in front of you.
Mhm.
As you're walking, you see what is on the ground coming toward you. Now, you could make the case you didn't see that ham. It's thinly sliced,
Cured.
cured.
Well, she could be cured, you know
Hence, its wide appeal. I'll tell you what, when we were in Corsica a few years back, we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm driving. We're headed to like this beach on the other side of the island. But we were a little peckish. We hadn't had anything.
Is this when you crashed the car?
This is after I crashed the car. I crashed the car on day 1. This was day 2. We're on the way to the beach. Not crashed. I dented. Anyway, we're driving through the. We pull over in this little place in the middle of nowhere to get something to eat, and we got the prosciutto melone. They give you the ham and the melon, the cantaloupe. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. This little old lady comes out. It was like half gas station, half. They had like 2 picnic benches. The place looked like it had been there for 100 years. Lady walks out. Prosciutto melone. Cantaloupe and ham. So those fruit and cured meats, I'm telling you, that's why my bacon, lettuce, and peach Sammys are so good.
Ah, that's
my
where it came
BLPs,
from.
homie. That's not where it came from. I'm saying
Appropriating.
fruit and cured meats.
No, they do go well together.
Delicious.
For whatever reason, at this time of day lately, Mary gets real backlit, so you're very dark, Mary.
Want to look good? Want to look tan?
It's just very dark.
Should I change the angle at which I am sitting?
No, you're fine. I mean, it's fine. It's just funny because
Should I hold the light like this and tell like
there you
ghost
go.
stories?
Now tell ghost stories. Yeah,
Is that better?
yeah,
Under your chin.
yeah.
Whoa.
Well, you have all these dark thoughts. Maybe
the
now's the
story
time to let
of
them out.
the prosciutto. Don't go walking in Italy.
Uh-huh.
Eat your fruit.
Many
Eat
years
your
ago.
ham. I will haunt your house. You will get it for free.
Haunted ham. Now that's scary.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Does it look better?
If only
It's
it had
hot.
been cured in life. Yeah. Do those really give off heat?
They're not cool when you put
okay.
it on your face.
On your face?
It's not.
A little tan.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you live with haunted ham?
Yes.
Because it's a food? Because it's a delicious food?
Would you have it in a pan?
Ghost ham?
Ghostly ham.
Alan, as part of my criminal justice degree, I took a class called Serial Killers Among Us. That was a great class. Yeah, it sounds like a cool class.
Sounds like a lot of finger pointing.
Is it you? I got Spider-Man meme.
Is this guy? Is the serial killer over here?
Alan, if my kid took a Taylor Swift class for $4,000 a credit hour, I would kill them.
Sounds like the serial killer.
Right. And again, I don't know if, I'm not sure if ASU is costing you $4,000 a credit hour, but you could be right. I don't know.
And also, remember, it's using Taylor Swift to connect with the kids so you can teach them
Yes.
about psychology or whatever.
That's right.
And if it gets them interested and helps them learn, then it's all good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, something to consider.
Unless that was one of Taylor Swift's exes.
Which one is that?
I don't know. One who she dated. Who's the one that made her cry on her birthday?
John Mayer, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
don't
Taylor
you take that.
Lautner.
Right.
Don't you take her class.
Jake Gyllenhaal was a scarf guy.
Alan Weed made it onto the November ballot, so get out and vote, you big dummy Ohioans. Yeah, well, Poundcake, I don't know if he'll really care about that. But-
this might be the one thing that motivates him to vote because he likes to hit the pen.
Yes, but I hit the pen and then I don't feel like doing anything, so no.
Well, hit the pen later in the night.
Then don't
Vote
do
in the
it
morning.
before you vote.
Celebratory pen hit.
So recreational marijuana and abortion rights are going to be on the ballot this November. It is impossible.
Pro-choice for both.
That's right. It is impossible to overstate what a win both of those would be in this state. Take us out of the dark ages. So they didn't have enough signatures to make the ballot in July, but the proposal to legalize weed got enough valid signatures the second time around. I think they gave them like 10 more days, said get more signatures, and so they were able to do that.
Mary, do you want to smoke a doobie on the boat?
No, I haven't been high in years.
Hey, it's time.
Maybe.
She didn't want to do it, Bill.
She said maybe.
Who knows, man?
I know
I'll
what'll
smoke-
get you smoking weed again. Doesn't that make you want to chill out?
No. The song that Brian wants you to check out is called Hallowed by Affliction.
Mm-hmm. That's the song?
That's the one by Dying Wish. He said you were playing their new stuff,
Right.
which is lame, and you should play their
Lame.
old stuff.
I'm sure it sounds completely
That's
different.
what I mean. I was like,
Right.
hun, no one can tell. I promise you.
All right.
He
But I
even-
will check it out.
He even called me during the break to make sure that I told you that you were playing their two newest singles and that you needed to listen to
Well,
them.
because 2 hours to midnight, a lot of it is brand new metal.
Right.
We're breaking songs, right? So Dying Wish, what's the song?
Hallowed by Affliction.
Hallowed by Affliction.
which
There it
I think
is.
it's about that clothing line.
All right. You're thinking of Ed Hardy.
No, Affliction clothing line.
Hallowed by Ed Hardy.
By the way, this says 2021, not exactly. That's
That
what
was their first album.
Yeah, that's what constitutes their old
It's
stuff.
their old stuff, man.
I
You
like.
gotta
I go
way back.
all the way back to 2021 with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Back when Britney Spears was newlywed.
That's right.
See, this isn't bad. I like this music,
No,
part's
I don't
good.
like this as much.
but it's probably
I'm
gonna
not.
get
I'm not
pretty
going
bad
to
here
a
in
band like this
second.
for melody.
And she starts. Hi.
I don't like that one
That's
as much.
horrible.
Nope, give me the new stuff.
That's really
That's
bad.
why they're doing the new stuff they're doing. They're
Are you
like,
guys playing
nah,
a
we
prank
can't.
where you just play the same song 3 times?
It
and
sounds
go,
like it.
I like this one better.
Yes, that is what I'm doing. So anyway, here in Ohio, the Florida of the North, if they pass the recreational weed law, it would legalize and regulate recreational marijuana for people 21 years of age or older. You'd also be able to grow up to individuals could grow up to 6 plants, but up to 12 per household.
Ooh.
It would be a 10% tax at the point of sale for each transaction. And the people who are in favor of this say that the state would raise about $400 million annually.
Who says no?
What does that money go to?
I guess it depends.
Schools, potholes? What
Probably
are
not
we
schools.
talking?
Potholes, good pun.
I'm being serious.
Not
Yeah,
the
I
way
don't know.
Ohio is. Not
CVS, who
schools.
gets this money?
Don't know.
Probably go to building more stadiums.
We don't need any more stadiums. $400 million. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. Alan samples are on the weekends at Costco.
Okay.
All right. I learned more about necrophilia in that serial killer class than I ever thought possible. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a feature, not a bug.
Well,
You're going to get a lot of necrophilia in a serial killer
and
class
it's also good that you didn't go in
for that
like
reason.
full of knowledge of necrophilia.
Like
and be
fact-checking?
Like, oh, can't I just test out of the necrophilia part?
I'm here auditing the class. Yeah.
we all know about the necrophilia. God.
Harping and harping on the necrophilia.
He walks up. Excuse me, corpse violation is still legal, and
And also going to be played on 2 hours to midnight.
Yeah, corpse violation is right after that Dying Wish. A classic from Corpse Violation. Yeah. Yeah, there's amazing things that that you can take, and whatever.
Would you smoke weed if it's recreational?
I mean, I don't smoke that much anymore. I'm
Or
an
have a
edibles
gummy or
dude
what?
now. Yeah. I haven't. Well, when was the last time I hit a blunt? It was
I'll bring one.
probably.
I'll bring some blunts.
I feel like I just smoked with someone not long ago.
You were
but
in
I
Vegas.
Wasn't Vegas. No,
Was it your mom when you went back for your dad's
that's what it was. I got high
With your
with
mom?
my dad's corpse.
funeral? There you go. Corpse
no,
violation?
not with my mom. No, my mom's pretty straight. She doesn't do that stuff. I grew up with her telling me to eat strawberries when I had a headache. You think she's getting high?
It's a
Yeah,
plant.
it sounds like
I
something
know.
a
I mean,
stoner
it's a
would say.
plant.
Listen,
Be
I
like,
get
"You know
it.
what you should do."
I wish that had been part of her milieu, as
Sounds
it
like
were.
you're just
but
high and you're
Yeah.
that's,
Nope, I wish.
those strawberries.
No. Yeah, but again, these kinds of things are great so that more people aren't, litigated against for no reason. But it's not like it's hard to get weed. So I mean,
No,
that's all.
but-
But I don't know that would spur me to start smoking again.
My
It's
mom
just-
said she would.
Oh yeah.
She said she would smoke weed if it was legal.
That's the only thing keeping your mom from. She could get a green card.
Right.
Yeah.
She's old, dude.
I know.
Well, not really. She's like 65. But she could go in and be like, my back hurts. And they'd be like, have some weed.
Your mom as of today is the same age as Madonna.
That's crazy to think about.
I mean, they look pretty similar, right?
I mean, they do, yeah. Body shape. Mostly.
I have only met your mom a couple of times. I guess you can only meet someone once, but
Mhm.
I've only been around your mom a couple of times, and I vaguely recall her voguing.
Yes. It's her big
Strike
move.
a pose.
Madonna actually stole it from her, but
Well, no, that's just silly.
no, I know.
But I mean,
know history.
Has your mom?
No, you don't. You said you hate history.
Doesn't mean she doesn't know it.
Pretty sure she doesn't.
Now, to picture your mom dancing to this, does that do anything for you?
For me?
I mean, if she's high, is this
Yeah.
what she's going to be
Real
dancing
high,
to?
I don't know what
big,
she would be
pointy
like high.
brawn.
That's the part that I think would be the silliest. Her wearing a bra like that.
Anyway, the dance craze that never was, voguing.
No, it was.
A lot of voguing there, and
In Soror Elementary School. Or no, I was in Sydney Fenn
mhm.
at that point.
All right.
And everybody was voguing.
And what grade was that?
Second grade.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, second graders love to vote.
They really did.
BB
A lot of
voguing.
poses being struck there in the second grade. Okay, I've got to take a break here. If you want to send a text for anything, 35192 to get the last word in. Guardians baseball tonight. It's the second of two in Cincinnati against the Reds. Guardians beat them last night. See if they can do it again tonight. 6:40 is going to be your start here on MMS.